Hey y'all, that's my week 29 keto update, weigh-in, review, body. Well, it's been kind of a wild week for anybody who's been watching my videos. You know that over the weekend, Thursday, I kicked myself out of ketosis. I only just came back into ketosis early last week. And I kicked myself out Thursday by eating one caramel, sugar-free Werther's caramel at that. So I have a new plan for myself this week, especially keto-wise. There will be no more sugar-free sweets. None. We're not going to do that anymore. It does not benefit me. It slows me down. It kicks me out of ketosis. And there's actually been a while that I didn't think I was in ketosis before this. And I was still losing weight, but I was still losing that weight because my calories were still really down. And I was eating fats and protein, so it was keeping me full, but I was not in full fat burning mode. So we're going to get back into that, and we're going to do it right. Well, I say I'm going to do it right. There will be no more sugar-free sweets. There will be no more snacking of any sort, except for during meals with and we're not really talking snacks here. We're talking about a bite of whipped cream or Cool Whip, which has 2 carbs for 2 tablespoons. And generally, I only need 1. Luckily for me, this weekend, that was enough to kill a sugar craving that I was having. And I guess it was because I was kicked out of ketosis that I was having such a craving. I didn't cheat. Came home and ate a bite of whipped cream. Worked really well for me. In fact, I had a bite last night after my meal. And it works. So I'm also going to go with less cheese this week. Not no cheese. I'm not going to go 0 cheese. I like cheese. But I've noticed that I've been really eating a lot, and especially the wrong kind of cheese, like the Kraft American singles. I've been rolling them up on my ham. Sorry. And they're 2 carbs per slice. So it's probably just not the best idea for me to do. Plus I'm dipping it in ketchup, which has carbs in it too. And that's just not good for me. It is keto friendly. I'm keeping it below the 20 carbs, but it's still not the best idea. And I have to get myself in gear and get myself back right. This week I have came down, but I tell you, I'm positive it would have been much better had 2 things happened. 1, I not been kicked out of ketosis, and 2, we had not got a cat. This new kitten, now for most of y'all know, when you first get a kitten, most of the time they hide. They're timid at first. They have to get to know you. You go through like a little process of petting and feeding and loving on it before it's cool with you, you know? Not this one. This is a rowdy, wild, rambunctious kitten that kept my son and grandson up till 2 a.m. last night, knowing he had to work this morning. Well, he don't know he had to work, but my son had to work this morning. And then, he woke my grandson up early this morning, so I have had, no sleep. Maybe 5 hours total, so I shouldn't say no sleep. But, and I've told y'all before, my weight loss is much better when I get a full 8 hours of sleep. 9 if I have to get up and down a few times at night. So, a lack of sleep definitely did not show up good on the scale this morning. There was a loss, like I said, but it just was not what it should have been, and what I believe it will be probably tomorrow. That being said, my daughter is starting keto today, or restarting. She did it for like a week or 2 last time. Now, as I told y'all at the time, she worked at Dunkin' Donuts, and I think that was a bit much for her, not only with the donuts, but also the sugary coffees around her. It caused her some issues. And I can't blame her. I can't say I could work around a donut 24/7 and do this. It would be more difficult by far. Plus, she's stubborn as hell. So, my son restarted just on Monday. Wait, today is Monday, so he restarted today. He's been kind of on and off keto the last week or so, trying to kind of reboot himself, because his weight loss has stalled out, but it might just be because he's eating his calories and not cutting anything at all. I don't know. We have to go through him again. We'll see how this works out. If it doesn't break his stall, then we know we need to try something else. That's not what I recommend for most people breaking a stall, but for him, that's what he wanted to do. So, Mama's standing behind him. Now, oh, if any of you want to see my daughter, my last week's weigh-in, week 28, she appears at 5:35, so you can go in there and see what she looks like. She is almost 18 years old, and at the moment, I don't really want to give out her weight because I don't know if it'll make her mad at me. So let's not do that until I have her permission, but she definitely needs to lose some. Plus, she's much taller than me, too, so weight's going to look different on her. Yeah. By the way, guys and dolls, if you have not checked out the bucket list challenge, where you make weight loss more fun by talking about your fun goals, the things you've been hindered by, go check that out. Matter of fact, I'll link it at the end of this video. And probably my last week's weigh-in, too, so you can just check out my daughter easy again. She shows up at 5:35. She's my little sweetheart. And she's a jerk. But, anyway, let's get to my weigh-in, then I'll back up and show you my body, and we'll be done with this week. Alright, so week 29 on keto. Yeah. Started at 311.8. Last week I was 243. This week I'm 242. So that's a pound lost. I did my measurements this morning and I could only find 1 inch gone, and of course it was off my boobs. You know, wouldn't it be nice to have a magical fairy who can use it? Not the boobs, hit the button. No, hit not the boobs or the butt, hit the waist. Come on, people. But we don't have that, do we? So I am officially down today, 70 pounds. I still think it's more, but I ain't going to argue with it. I will take my 70 pounds overall in 29 weeks. 111 inches gone off my body, and I'm going to show y'all my most recent macros because I did just go in and change those so that it can reflect my new weight. And my current macros now are 1545 for calories, 129 for fat, 77 for protein, and 19 in carbs. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd appreciate it. Now, anyway, understand when I eat meals in a day and I don't meet my calories, that is a moderate calorie deficit. That's not all I could eat in a day, but that's where I want to set my calories. So it's a moderate deficit. I should lose 1 or 2 pounds a week. Then as long as I stay under that, anything I gain is water, not weight, or not fat. So when I cut calories and I don't eat that 1545, generally it comes off the fat because my body has plenty of fat to be burning. So I don't hit those macros most of the time. I do try to stay below the 20 carbs if I can. I know sometimes with green veggies it gets a little higher, and I'm okay with that. Most people are. Not everybody, but most. And the protein, I don't really have a hard time hitting that because I love meat. So let me back up, show you my body. Now, understand it might be a shock to you because I'm already half naked. Not really, but you know what I mean. So I want to make sure you can see everything good. You know what? We always have to do this. And of course, every time I do this, you can see the flubber under my arms. Alright. This also makes it easier when I want to do like side-by-side photos. I can just go in the video and take a screenshot and put my photos beside of each other. There we go. Make sure I'm not showing a side boob. Alright, we'll start with booty view since that's the furthest away. These shorts are a little bit baggy. Let's see if I can just roll them up. No worries, we're in drawers, I promise. This way. What I wouldn't give for the pregnant mommy telling me to go away. Go away. Let's see. Can you see me good? I'm hoping that inch I lost was like right from here. Hard to say for sure though, it's so round. We got all of this. There's a piece of hair driving me nuts. I don't know what it's attached to. Okay. So y'all seen all my roundness, my crowning glory. I don't guess I really have anything else to say. Check out those videos if you want to. I will be back with a new background, hopefully in a little while. It's out for delivery right now. And so I'll have a background, another background. Sorry. And I'll do my Fit in February update, which I have not worked out yet. So while it's out for delivery, I'll just go ahead and get my workout out of the way. I have already ate today, but nothing special. So I'll tell you all about that later. Much love to you. See you in a little while.